So, good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Mkondo. We are very much pleased to have you tonight. Mrs. Mkondo, you've got a very beautiful smile.
Thank you.
So, today we're going to go into your lives. As good as it is, we are entering. Then, first question that we have tonight for you guys is, how does it feel to be married to each other? Mrs. Mkondo, how does it feel to be married to Mr. Mkondo?
It's a lot of work.
Indeed, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of
yes.
work. It feels good, but there's a lot. When I say it's a lot of work, any relationship that one enters, you need to build. And so building is not easy because there are challenges there and there are rains, there are storms. And so when a storm arrives, there's some, as you are building, you need to wait and work, hold on and wait on the storm to end. But you are working daily. The relationship is like massively beautiful daily.
Okay. Mr. Mkondo, how does it feel to be married to such a beautiful woman?
Okay. It's crazy. Yeah, for starters, it's crazy.
Okay.
Every relationship needs to be crazy.
Okay.
It needs to be hot. It needs to be cold. So for me, I would say that it is crazy because of the happiness that is in it. And then I would say at the same time it's hot because every relationship there is a Jackie and a Jackie China, kish, kish,
Yeah,
the action
okay.
movie. But at the end of the day, they need to resolve because after the film, they must go and sleep together, hug one another. Then for me, it's that.
Okay, so how do you deal with challenges together?
No, there is no way you will say this is how we're going to deal with challenge.
Okay.
Everything is about communication. If you communicate, then life becomes better. Because it's not, marriage is not like, it's not like owning, it's actually more like owning a business.
Okay.
If you own a business, you have clients that are not happy, you need to you reach out to the clients, communicate to the clients, tell them, find out how do they feel. And then they come, they portray their feelings to you, then you try to come up with a resolution or a solution. Then that's how it is for us.
Okay, now we're gonna play a little bit of a quiz, eh? to get to know you guys. Let's go financially. Who is good in saving?
No one is good in saying.
In both of you guys. Okay, so
Financially, right?
Okay.
When it comes to saving, I would say both we are good in saving, but
Okay.
he's good in making sure that funds go into the right place. We don't have debts,
okay.
close debts, and what else? Planning ahead.
Okay.
I work in finance,
Okay.
right? But I think is the best.
So between you two, who sticks to the budget? Like
He does. I never. I
Okay.
never.
I try.
I
Okay.
never.
Okay.
I wish I was an accountant.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was an accountant or someone in finance, then I'll be able to do more than what I do now. For me, everything is about mathematics, how you calculate, and how you see the problem yesterday, the problem today, and the problem tomorrow. How we're going to accomplish a better life tomorrow. Because today we can have, for instance, 5,000 rand. In other families, 5,000 rand, you can do nothing. But for us, if that's what we have on the table, we need to work with that, and we need to make sure that we have something to eat, we have transport for work, kids, they are maintained. That's what is on the table. But it's not guaranteed that tomorrow or next month is going to be that 5,000. Next month, it might be 50,000.
Okay.
And the other month it might be 7,000. The other month it might be 4.5 or 3,000. We need to make a plan. How are we squeezing everything together so that we can have a living? Because in most cases, these financial problems in marriages, it really destroys the marriages. But for us, I feel with working together, we accomplish a lot.
Okay.
I'll take the credit. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So between you two, who do you think, both of you guys, between the two of you, has money stashed somewhere for rainy days?
In the meantime, there is no stash somewhere in the cave, you know. Nah, there's no cave. In the meantime, but after probably after this year, that's when we'll be trying to work on how to invest. Actually, this year there is no investment that we actually have, other than the small what you call life cover. If she decides to kill me, then yeah, that's the stash that is currently there. Because we started a lot of businesses, and most of them they collapsed. So while businesses they collapse, remember in business you must invest money. So yeah, we're trying to recover from that. We made some debts as well to just put those businesses into stand, but most of them they fell apart. But yeah, we're picking up from where we left. So probably by next year that's when things are gonna get back to a proper line where we need to be having investments, especially for our kids, not for us.
Okay, back to your life. We know that you've been parents and there's a new edition. Congratulations. So how does it feel that the family is growing?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a lot. It's a beautiful thing, to be quite honest. Just receiving life.
Okay.
Receiving life. It's a beautiful thing. We've got two girls, and I mean 2 boys, 1 girl.
Okay.
So planning on the kids, we can hear the beautiful and the new one crying. But all in all, to be quite honest, having kids, it's a beautiful thing.
Okay.
I love children,
Okay.
and uniting, playing with them, having programs to say this is what we want kids to have or to be established with. Education, programs and stuff. And due to this COVID-19, it gives you more time to spend with your kids. And so having the newborn, it's great, but it's a lot of work
Okay.
too.
All right. So yeah, welcome. Welcome. The new edition. Welcome. So now, Mr. Mkonto, what advice can you give to a new father, somebody who's just new into being a father?
I have my own problems. And for sure, every parent has their own problems. But my small advice is be there.
Okay.
Just be there. That's all that matters is time. It's not money. It's not vacation. It's not going to the mall. But at the same time, it is going to the mall, because going to the mall, it's not going to do shopping. Go to the park with the kids. Like, basically, that's it. It's about bonding. How do you create that bond? As for me, I've been down a bad road. So my dad left when I was doing standard 2. So from there, yeah, I picked up a lot of things. There's somewhere I felt like, if my father was there, he could have taught me how to open a condom, So it's funny things that other people they don't even think of, But I would teach, especially him and the other boy, this is how you open a condom. Because I think like for fathers, they are so scared of speaking the reality to their children. And especially now, the new fathers.
It's not only fathers, even mothers.
Yeah. So, but for now, remember a lot of fathers, they left their kids, especially their sons. And most of us, we grew up in an abusive family whereby you find your father is abusing your mother and all that. So you grew up with the mentality that being a father, it's being on top of the house, It's when you come into the house, all the rats and the cockroaches, they run away. But being a father is not about that. It's about being there, like being there. That's it for me. So to any father out there, I would say, try your best, be there.
Okay.
And another thing
To your mother.
I would like to add is raising children. There's no book or manual, and not every child is the same. Remember, if you're a first-time dad, the firstborn that you are having, it's your first time raising a 1 month old. Turning 1 year old is your first time. As they grow, is your first time raising that person in that age. And the one who to follow after that one will not be the same as the other. So embrace every child for who they are and take it from there.
Yeah, that's very powerful. So now the last question that we have is, as a couple, as you guys, as a young couple as you are, what advice can you give to the newlyweds now when it comes to relationship wise, when it comes to maintaining your marriage?
Okay, go for it.
It's go for it. Um, we are taught by our parents, right, that you must have a godly wife, godly husband. That's what we are taught. If not parents, but by community. That's what it has been installed unto us. Have a wife who can clean, have a husband who is working. Not everybody is called for what you have been called, right? Not everybody's called for marriage, not everybody's called to be a mother. And so, what I would say to newlyweds, communication is the best key in any relationship, in any marriage. If you are not happy, speak about it. One thing that we do here at home is there are times where we sit down and I'm asked, are you still happy
Okay.
or you are not happy? What is it that is not making you happy? I speak about it. And if my husband has to tell me that I'm selfish, somewhere he does. We are straight to the point to say, this is the problem that I'm seeing, or this is what I'm not happy with. And so we talk about it. And then after we talk about it, we get to find out what is it that you need to do, because you need to bring solution to the problem that is at hand. And then we come up with a solution and we work on that. And so everything needs to be, you need to speak about it. And telling somebody, if I'm not going to tell my husband that I'm not happy about this, I don't think he's going to know, because I'll be telling a friend or I'll be telling my mom, and then at the end of the day it does not bring a solution. And so if I'm telling the right person, he will work on it and we will move on.
Mr. Mkondo, you don't have anything to add?
I have a lot to add.
Okay.
But just one thing that if you're starting a relationship, right, know what you're in the relationship for, understand your own terms, not your partner's terms. You need to have your own terms. Why are you in the relationship? And don't be in a relationship because you're feeling pity for the person. Don't be in a relationship because you're feeling sorry for the person. Be in a relationship because you want to be in a relationship. Period. Because now, once you start to pretend today, the first child comes, you're thinking of running away, but yeah, your parents will be telling you, yeah, we told you never to leave your kids everywhere in this country. Use a condom. Then the second child comes, then now you're afraid to leave. You know, you're afraid to tell the lady that, you know what, this was all based on me feeling pity on you, but currently this is my real life. I'm not comfortable with it. So there is what we call being attracted to a person, or feeling that particular attraction, or in the Christianity way we call it to feel like sinning, you know, like, yo, I like her palm, I feel like I can squeeze it. You know, in Christianity you call that sin, but in the world it's how it works. Then you find the lead, then you propose the lead. When you propose, or there is a reason why you're doing that. Sometimes you're doing it for the guys, but you know, I propose her, then I'm in. You know, like, I got a ticket, but it was not your actual intention. You know, you were just doing it for the guys, not for your soul, not for your happiness, not for your heart. So every time when you do something, do it out of your heart. And if you felt good, you know, I was drunk, for instance, you know, I was under pressure, I was pushed, let it be not a week. You know, let the person know, Or in this relationship, I feel like I came in the wrong way. I was a fake person when I approached you, but now I'm realizing that whatsoever that I did, it was not the right. And that particular person, if the person can reason, imagine being told that in the first week than being told that in the after 5 years. You know, it's going to hurt more in 5 years than it is in the first 5 days. I'm sure if you are not a one-night soccer player, there won't be a baby in 5 days, but in 5 years there'll be 2, 3 kids. You know, and being told that I was not in my sober mind, I was not being sober-minded at that particular time, then it's gonna be it hurts more. Hence now, in relationship, you end up hitting one another. You know, kickboxing. So yeah.
You know what I'm laughing at, right? First weeks or first months of our relationship, he used to open the door for me, and then after some months, and I said, "But babes, you're not opening up the door for me." And he's like, "That was a fake me." He's like, "That was a fake me. I won't open the door for you anymore."
So you know, you try to be a gentleman. You know?
You're selling yourself.
Exactly. So one thing that you need to understand, for me personally, there is not being a gentleman. You know? I can be a gentleman for a day, not for 2 days, not for 48 hours or 72 hours or a month. No, that would be a fake me. Because you try to impress. Now, when you're out of impressing that particular person, you have to run away. So it's better you say, "Oh, you know what? This was just for that particular period." You know,
It was a filter.
it was a field, exactly. Like you come into the house, she's coming from work, I'm coming from doing my own business. I find the dishes, they're everywhere in the sink. Every day I come in, I wash those dishes. The day I come back and those dishes, she comes back as well and find those dishes not being washed. She'll ask me why you did not wash the dishes.
Yes.
You know, I was doing a favor, I was being romantic on that particular day. But you do it for 1 month, she'll think you love washing the dishes and she'll start to relax. You know? So in the relationship, hence I said that you need to know why you are in a relationship. Then, yeah.
You've heard it, South Africa, rise and falls, but at the end, love always conquers. Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Mkonto. It has been a very wonderful time to spend with you.